it's quite difficult to start a stream without players. So I decided that I would wait until we have players. I feel like it's fair. I don't know. Maybe some of you disagree. I think I should cast it without the players, but maybe next time I'll give it a go. Next time I'll give it a go. Either way, just waiting for the pistol round to get underway. Who do you feel? Oh, that would be telling, Sleazy. I feel pretty good. If you're asking me how I feel. We don't need players. Well, I don't know how we're gonna do that then. But yeah, obviously yesterday, for anybody who didn't see, X-Tartar Sauce managed to get themselves through to the next stage, so they're going to be waiting in the semi-finals. All we need is your sexy voice. Well, Nerve, without anything to talk about, it's going to be quite difficult. So I'm going to thank the Counter-Strike players for being here so that I can watch them from afar and be a little bit creepy. Asilian and Hunden, oh, they're very in sync. Their little emote things. Of course, anybody who hasn't realised, most of your emotes are not going to work today. Unless, of course, like me, you have a second monitor which has the Xbox app on it because Twitch didn't bother updating that one. Who's stronger in the lineup? That is a good question. Either way, Execute going to be straight in onto this A site. 3 players ready and waiting. Froslev, a name that I'm probably butchering completely, is going to be at the back, and he's already started things off. Nice headshot. Gets rid of Glace. Really coming in. Asilian's sort of in the back line, so he's managed to sneak around from behind. Bomb will be going down, but so far, it is all undefined. It sounds beautiful saying it like that. Still going to be down. Doctiz and Lome. Lome already going to fall. Doctiz, one of... Oh, that's a name that's difficult to pronounce. But Cadian will be there to finish him off. Pistol round does go the way of undefined. The bomb does go down, so it's a little bit of extra bonus money. How many stand-ins? For North Academy, there is 1. For undefined, I'm going to be honest, their roster's brand new, so... Don't actually know. I don't actually know. Now, does anybody know? Is it just Doctiz? Doctish. Doctish. Okay. I'm going based off what Casper Kitson said. So if it's wrong, you can all blame him. Only am I new to I invested this round, though, for the T-Star. Gone for a little bit of utility, along with some P250s, but Mertz is going to be gone seconds into the round. I suppose Doctish does make sense. Sort of. Except he changed an S to a Z, and who would do that? Says Tom Biz. Surname is Bismeyer, and totally didn't do that to be edgy when he was 13 years old. Completely different story altogether, though. T's going to be trying to get themselves out over towards the safe site using the 1 smoke that they have to get the bomb down. Don't think this job hits. Is it Froslev? A bit like Joseph, but with Fro at the beginning? Like if you were a guy with an afro and your name was Joseph. One of those? I don't know. Again, butchering it. But we are going to have a buy going into this round. North Academy, they've got themselves the AKs they saved for this. Doctish has got himself a little bit of extra utility. Already a nice start. 3 kills coming in early on from the T side. We're looking towards Barup. Froslev now. Sneaky beaky Mr. Glaze makes a sound, and Barup's going to take him down, but he's very low on HP. Spots are remaining. It just has to throw the flames, hope that he'll be able to survive, but it's not the case. Froslev left alone. Try and find something here, just waiting around the corner. I don't know, can Mertz see anything of his gun? Oh, it's very close. We turn this off. Now we see what Mertz sees, and actually, he's going to go down. Doesn't expect the player to be so close. Already 1 for Froslev, looking for more. Lome very low. Should be an easy kill for him there. Spots out the second and Doctish as well. And he can get this shot. Yes, he can. Going ham at the moment. 3 kills already. Knows where the remaining player is. Has a kit as well. Gonna smoke off his opponent and hits the headshot. 1 versus 4. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And a pause is going to be called in for Hunden because he's got technical issues. I think it may be the fact that he's just blown out his headset by screaming so loud. I want to say Yames. Every day. T-side are actually going to force back into this one. Mistakes already from North Academy. That is a position that you should never lose from. Never, ever, 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 ever. GT side now going to have themselves AWP. Going to be coming out from Hunden. Got to be a little bit careful because there's a lot of players behind that smoke, and the flashbang is perfect. He will be able to fall back. Very low on HP, but still catches 2. And the third! Hunden! He's got support from his teammates there. In fact, only gets 2, but that's still far more than he ever should have got. Shut down. Can Glace do 1 better? No, he can't. He'll get 1, in fact. Finishes off Hunden, who had 2 HP. Undefined are going to start 4-0 up. T-side now don't have the money to buy back. They are going to invest into some Deagles. Well, everybody except Mertz, who wants all of that extra money ready for his AWP. He'll have 3,400, put him up to 6 grand in the next round. Cillian. Bit of a sketchy spray. It's alright. He's only got Deagles up against him. Nice shot. It's not, though. Cillian will, in fact, go down, so I say it won't matter, but it actually will. Hadian. Does he know that Gade's as close as he is? I'm not so sure. Gade has quite a bit of information here. Even spots the barrel of Frostlev as well. But he will still peek out and kill him. Hadian down to just 2 HP, so a lot of damage already done. T-side in the meantime gather up towards middle. There's a little bit of a spot towards mid from Barup, but he is going to peek out. Spot's wide. Hadian goes down in the meantime, which is actually going to give them a spot to go towards connector, and both players over towards short. That's a nice shot. Dogtish takes down 1, and now it's down to a 4 versus 2. But Hunden with 1. Still making things possible at this point. Frostlev in a very good spot as well. Just holding back. The fact is, even though CT control has completely gone to the T side, as long as Frostlev just plays the patient game, he also has support from Hunden, who can come in from behind. But this is the man we want to be watching. Already, he finds the first. Second is behind him. Up high. Easy stuff. Saves the round for his team, and now it's all on to Dogtish. Got himself 2 kills already. Knows where one of these players are. Spotted the other one, but it was quite a long time ago. A galaxy far, far away. And Mr. Hunden will be there to finish. Not a good round for the CT side, I'll be honest. They lose quite a lot of players there, but they still rectify the mistakes and leave themselves 5-0 up. But now, this man has his trusty AWP, and this is what we want to be seeing. For anybody wondering, this is actually the map pick of Undefined. And the next 2, Train and Nuke, have been some of the best maps for North Academy. So this could be a very close game if it continues in this sort of fashion. Interestingly, it's their stand-in who's sat at the top of the board at the moment. Nice start from Mertz. Smoke fades away. Hadian left in the open. Barup. Decent position, though. Just watches onto connector, and that's a comfortable trade. Gade goes down. I'm not actually the only one anywhere near the B site. In fact, this is very isolated from him. Spots out 1, does a decent amount of damage, but is gone before any teammate can get anywhere near the action. Barup Going to be peeking into middle, hoping to find something. The rotation is going to be quite long from the remaining CT players, and considering their money, it might just be worth saving in this situation. Jump, not going to be made. Looks like they're more holding for exits than anything else. Although, yeah, we're up, just going to pick up the AWP. Smart stuff from him. It will be 5-1. Lion versus Pikachu. I only just got what you meant. I was like, what? Oh, wait. Brazilian's a lion. Dog tissues. Pikachu. Looks like a few FPS problems on Cadian. And then, I don't speak Danish, but I'm pretty sure that says something about the Windows update. A lot of people have been having problems with that. And I'm guessing that says something about this is going to be fun when we play Nuke. I get 100 FPS when I play Nuke. See, look, I'm going with, like, rough translations here. Considering I don't speak a word of Danish, I think I'm doing pretty well. I have no idea what that last one says. 2 seconds. I've got to apply for a new job. I'm pretty sure I got that last one wrong. He needs to update his trigger bar. Oh, I must have mistranslated that then. What's the last one say? Oh, I was close. Yes, wasn't high priority already. 5-1, of course. Still just hoping that they can sort out their FPS problem. And the thing is, I'm a bit worried for the major coming up. I'm hoping the PCs they'll have will be good enough that it won't matter. But it's sort of like, if you're even dropping, like, say, 20 to 50 FPS down, if that's inconsistent, a bit problematic. When does X-Tartus play? Well, we don't have the next team through to who's playing against them yet, so the game isn't actually scheduled. It should be over the next couple of days, though. Tomorrow, we've got the final 2 quarterfinals, and then on the 14th and 15th, we should have the semis and final. But everything can be a little bit up in the air with other tournaments on at the same time. Mertz, aggressive peek out towards the A side. Barup waiting in the ladder and manages to pick off one. They've actually taken quite a lot of control, though. However, the A site, definitely one of the more retakeable sites in this game at the moment, especially the team play. Boy, if it's effective. Look how much utility, actually, on the undefined side. They've got smokes, they've got incendiaries because it was such a quick push. They haven't really thrown out anything as of yet, so they're just waiting for their remaining players to get into position. Roslev looking to try and lead the charge. Spots out one. Actually gets taken down instead. And it's going to be the T's coming out on top at the moment. The utility's still in their hands. They need to be using these Molotovs to clear the angles out. Mertz spotting but can't find anything as of yet. And the trade's back and forward, but through the fire and flames, we see one come in. However, the bomb is attempted to be defused. I say attempted because it's failed. Hunden going to run for the hills, hold on to that AK-47. But the money now is going to be struggling for the CT side. Of course. With the extra AK, the rest of the team just going to save their money. Look at this aggression out Brazilian, trying to make those individual plays and win himself a gun. Instead, will fall early on, and North Academy should now know that there's only going to be pistols in play. Under, of course, the one rifle, but it may be worth just keeping this into the next round. They should have enough to buy anyway. This is ballsy as hell, and I think they know he's here. just sat in the smoke, attempts to run away, but it's a flawless round from North Academy. They keep every single player alive. They build up some extra cash. And as a start, this is going very well. Let's have a little look. So, yeah. One of these teams will play against ex-Carters as well. Yeah, I've just tried clicking the stream bonus button, but I don't think it's working still. I think they had some problems with it yesterday, and it's broken, so... If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Nothing I can do about it. Aggressive push from Cadian. Tries to take the fight to the T side. May get caught in the B time. Straight through the smoke goes Lome, but it's only going to be one. The nade will trade him out. A little bit of a ring around the Rosie on short as Mertz comes out on top. Basilian going to throw the smoke down. Give him a little bit of a peek over, but Mertz is aware it won't matter, though. It's invisible to the naked eye. 3-on-3. Gade now the one with the AWP in hand. I'm good, thanks, Strainer. How are you? Got an amazing M249. Basilian finding himself one. Gade ready for the trade. Misses the shot, though. Gives an opening. The peek out from Basilian's quite risky and is punished. Side just going to be juggling. It's not Bogdan's Law because nobody's low on HP. It's just, well, whoever wants to be holding it. And well, Doc Tish able to find another. Leaves it all onto Frostlev, and because they've got that kill onto short, they're going to gamble. Take the risk that, okay, what are the chances that they played two players over towards the B site? Frostlev's realized in the meantime. Spotted as well. I'm going to be faked out, and, well, Doc Tish able to finish things quite easily. 5-4. North Academy have now got themselves a little bit of a streak going. Just spent $150 for a mouse and mouse pad. Well, I can't imagine the mouse pad was much. Like, I think I've got, like, a full desk one. That was, like, 10 quid. Must have bought an expensive mouse. I have, of course, unbranded mouse. Because nobody sponsors me yet. Although, most of my gear is all from one company. I'm just not going to tell you which one. Nice, aggressive push from Froslev. We'll be able to find one through the smoke. Doc Tish comfortably finds another kill without even being spotted. Basilian gets himself one back with the D. He actually switches over, so they're still doing damage to the North Economy. Yet to plant the bomb as well. Flashbang actually going to catch out a teammate there, and while the P going to come in all at once, and the T's win every single battle. Gade with 2, Lome with another, and they will keep themselves 3 players alive, and the money is decent at this point in time. BT side are going to have themselves a buyback on the board. Cadian having a pretty quiet game so far, considering he is the AWPer for this team. Need him to step up, and Mertz on the other side of things has already opened onto Basilian. Definitely look like they've rectified their earlier mistakes. Push coming in. Hunden wants to change the tide. He'll find one, and that's enough for him. Backs out. Although it may just be a bit of a fake. He's going to continue the push while reloading. Hunden, come on. That's just silly. Easy trade in the end. And, well, Cadian will get one back to leave it into a 3 versus 3, but seems very confusing. The average age of being a good player in CSGO, I would say probably about, like, I don't know. It's really difficult to say, actually. I've never really thought about that question, like age. But Mertz opens up as well. Froslev left. Cadian rotating in. Has to be careful. Doesn't expect someone close, but still wins the battle. A little bit of a wiggle. Lome sneaked past. There's no way they know he's here. Barup is making so much noise. Lome just going to be giggling to himself, saying, got them here. Oh, he's even going to line them up at the end as well. Cruelty. Undefined go down. I would say the average age is really sort of suspect, because you have to look at someone like Taz. Okay, right now he's not playing that well, but it was, say, a few months ago, he was, what, 29 years old? And they were up the top with tournaments, coming second in the major. And then you look at, say, someone like Kirby, who's won a major. He's won 19. So, I think, obviously, I want to say about, like, 23? 22, 23? But it's saying a player's prime is like a stab in the dark, because people are constantly getting better and better and better. Training regimes, psychologists, like, it just sort of, it's very difficult to actually say. 6-5. 6 rounds in a row now for North Academy. Really woken up. Only pistols in this round. Can't really expect a whole lot, but maybe they can do something. Barup with the Deeg starts things off. The push going to be coming in onto these T players. But Lome and Doctish are just going to be closing things down. Hunden now the only one left, and he will fall as well, as 4 players survive. North Academy take themselves a further lead. Now the CTs will have another buy on the board, but they haven't been able to do too much. In the last one, it was pretty close. Just some sneaky tactics from Lome ruined the round. How can you be golden over 2/3? You're like, surely you're one or the other. Unranked. I feel like there's a lot of people who are unranked. I should probably be unranked. Quick play coming out from the T's, though. They're going to switch up the pace, try and catch these CT players off guard while they finally have a buy-in check. Already. Oh, okay. Barup. Friendly fire's on, buddy. Thinking up his own teammate. Already the start is good. Flashbang is perfect. Hunden going to be left in CT with multiple players pushing onto him. Oh, looks like the stream bonus thing started watching. Working. Cadian. Going to be able to get one back, but I think they've just ducked out of this round. They've realized that there's no point in trying to challenge here. They want to keep their weaponry for the next one. Obviously, max loss bonus. If they can keep 3 alive, then it will be a huge improvement. I wonder if they'll pick up that AWP. Because things haven't been working. Why not go for a double AWP setup? And they will. However, the streak will continue. 8 rounds in a row now for North Academy after losing the first 5. No AWP in play for the T side, not feeling like they need it. Maybe because they're going over towards the B side of the map. It's understandable, but Hunden back on the AWP. Hello, Hunden. What can you do here? Nice start. Gets the first pick. Tag very low. Flashes out to buy a little bit more time for the rotations coming over towards short, but Mert's already going to take one down, but Hunden's still going. However, it's only 2. Still going to leave a retake scenario. 3 versus 3. Asilian quick to get back into position. And Glace is actually going to go peeking. He'll get caught out. However, Lome's found another in the meantime, and they've now taken control of the market, making things a lot more difficult. Switches over to nothing, because he doesn't actually pick up the AWP. Oh, there we go. No. Come on. Come on, Lome. Did Asilian just Molotov? He just Molotoved himself out of the position. Oh, God. Tag down low as well. Frostlev may even go down to the nade, but peeks out. Lome finishes off one. It's all onto Frostlev in a 1 versus 1. Doctish will be there to finish. And let's just forget that this ever happened. That round was not a thing. Wasn't a thing. We did not watch Lome try and get a gun for about 15 seconds, and we also didn't watch Asilian Molotov himself out of position. 9-5. 9 rounds in a row now for North Academy. Is this map so T-sided? No. No. It's definitely not as CT-sided as it used to be. I'd say it's even like fairly balanced a lot of the time. At least at this level of Counter-Strike. I can actually go testament to the rewards now. They just take a while to send. Because I got one on one of the first days of the stream, and I got my reward from Hellcase yesterday. It was a 60p Galil skin. Woohoo! In the money. Give that dollar. Cadian. Back on the orb. Manages to peek out and find one. That's a nice start. Doctish trying to trade things back, and well, Froslev will be there to give them a 2-man advantage. So a decent position, finally, for the CT side. It has come a little bit late. At least if they can win themselves this round, they have a chance. Yeah, no, I get paid 60 cents to cast, what, like 4 hours a day for the last few weeks. No, I'm kidding. Get loads of money. Bruh. Also gives them a 3-man advantage. Surely there's no way they can lose from this situation. Still, Glace and Lome. Lome's been pretty sneaky so far. If he continue it, gets one. Try and open things up onto the side. They've only got 10 seconds. They really have to get their running shoes on. Get unbranded shoe on here, and it doesn't matter. Cadian's going to drop the bomb. Nothing that can be done. Glace will hide in the corner. It will be a 9-6 half. So after a 9 streak from North Academy, finally one comes back. Anybody want to translate? I think that said 22 missed shots. I might be wrong. Is it just you, or is the audio unsynced? I hope not. B side, they've got some utility. They're setting up for this A site. Already a couple of players here. They've got a kit onto Lome as well. Pistol could even up the scoreline once again. Asilian just tapping shots through the smoke. Catches Lome. Bomb could be going down, but Gade, Mr. Sneaky Beaky, looking for the kills. Gets one. Takes down the man who was planting the bomb. Goes looking for the person over towards ramp, but doesn't spot him out either. Well, Gade is screwed. Pistol goes the way of undefined. The second pistol for them in this game. And now, who picked this map? This map was picked by Undefined. Right, so the law of Counter-Strike. One of the things that should never happen. You should never win both pistols and lose the game. That is just a law. If you lose both pistols or win both pistols and lose the game, you have made big mistakes. The scoreline can be evened up. If the T's can just convert this round up close. Doctish going to be going down very early on, and the rotation already in, however. Look how close Glace currently is. He spots out one. Can't quite do the damage. Lome going to go running in, spamming with the 5-7. Glace has got another in the meantime. They're doing a lot of damage here. Only 3 T's remaining. Rotation is going to come in towards short. They do still have an AK as well. London, however, is going to lose that, so that won't last very long. Spam coming away. Gade is going to pick up another, and it's all onto Asilian. 1 versus 3. The bomb's already being defused, being stuck because they don't have a kit to play with, and it doesn't matter. Lome's going to finish things off. The conversion of the pistol is not going to happen, and an AK along with that UMP is going to be saved. Dogfish going to be looking to go a little bit aggressive. The force buy has come in from the T side, pushing straight through, and Dogfish will do damage, but he's not quite taken down, well, more than he's lost in the same time. Cadian actually being burned by a Molotov, and so is Froslev as well. Molotov actually going to finish off Froslev, so gives the man advantage over towards the CT side. They look to push back in. Asilian tries to go aggressive because he's got that UMP. The range is going to benefit the rifles. Now both players in apps. Cadian goes down to Mertz as well, who looks to try and pick up all 3 of these kills, holding the angle, peeks onto Hunden, and finishes things off. CT side will be able to convert the round as Gade diffuses in the smoke. 11-7 now. Hey, Nick. How are you today? Flipside or Pride? Electronics the best player ever. Pause is going to be called. Actually going to be a tactical pause this time, so no more FPS troubles, hopefully. Thank you, Bocco. Yeah, I only really do this sort of casting when I'm solo casting, because otherwise I'll get very, 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 very bored. And I think it's quite fun. I think it's a bit different, and Hellcase don't seem to mind. I haven't had any messages like, you need to start commentating more properly. If they spoke like that as well, though, I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. I don't think anybody does. Hot Girls playing CSGO. I play CSGO all the time, you know. Bomb going to be trying to be planted over towards the A side of the map. They're doing a bit of damage with these pistols. It's going to be down to Gade to try and deny the plant. 2 push coming in from Connector. Now that there are only players left, the bomb has been dropped in the meantime. Asilian, you've missed that one a little bit. Bit of a mistake. Ooh, a Wasteland Princess Sawn-Off. Aren't you fancy? He will go down in the end. Look how low the remaining players are as well. That must be painful. Well, not that they'll know until they watch you back later on, but 7-12. T-side finally get themselves a bye. As said, they've won both pistols in this game and currently have 7 rounds. Normally, the pistol guarantees you 6. So, yeah. T-side. No AWP, but they've got a lot of utility available for them. Bot coming out. Doctish as well. Has to be careful jumping. I remember the days where you could pretty much do that jump all the time because the hitboxes were so broken, the chance of you hitting a headshot were 1 in a billion. Nowadays, I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good. Kind of ruined the jump scout though, didn't it? They also nerfed the scout a bit. But let's ignore that point. B-side going to make their way back over towards this A side of the map. 3 players currently waiting around that avenue. It's likely that Asilian will try and either have a flank or duck back through underpass and go towards the connector. Which, well, in the end could end up as a bit of a flank anyway. Gade going to be waiting for any push that comes in over towards Palace. They've got plenty of time. Comes push. Molotov already denied. Mertz finds one as well. Froslev down, and this means that the push over towards Palace shouldn't really have much effect, but it's Sicilian on the flank who managed to get one. Looks for a second and can't quite do it. Peek out from Hunden. The Molotov clears out Gade and leaves it into a 3-on-3. They got 30 seconds. They've got to try and get themselves this bomb down and push into after plant positions. Nearly more team damage done, but Glace, Mr. Big G, gets one. However, on to Mertz. Doctish. Flash going to come out. They're trying to push them back to allow a bomb plant. They really need to get one here. Cadian just going to be going for the standard. Over towards ramp. Needs to get it down this second, otherwise they are going to be out of time. Mert's just going to be holding patiently, trying to wait with that AWP. Cadian, as said, he's been very quiet so far. Even said it himself, he's been missing shots. Can he at least give them a lifeline in this game? He's managed to fall all the way back towards ramp. Now, there's not a whole lot of utility for Mertz to play with. He's got a couple of flashbangs. That's going to be all in this case. But Mertz not going to be able to do anything. Cadian gets himself the triple. Moves up on that board as well. Gives that lifeline over towards that T side. However, there will still be a buy-in. Could even drop an AWP over to Mertz if they really desired it, and that's exactly what they will do. It's going to be glass cannon, however. I wonder how necessary that actually was. How much money was left on Cade? They could have just had it so that he bought 2 guns. It may have been a little bit close on the money, I'm not sure. Just wanted that extra utility. However, it won't matter how much armor he has. Hunden is gone. Within seconds. We're up. Going to be up close towards the ramp, waiting for any sort of aggression. But there's not really any reason for the CT side to go further aggressive. They've got a man advantage. They don't have a lot of utility to play with, it has to be said. But still possible for them to just hold on, stay back, play a bit more passive. Frostlev be the one pushing over towards the A side of the map, but the rest of the team are waiting in apps. There are 2 players here, a little bit of a crossfire, although it's more just a hold on to short to make sure nobody can push through. Doctish playing patient. He doesn't have any utility. They don't even have a kit, but there goes that one player. Now, that needed to be a bit of a better fake if they were going to find anything in this situation, but here comes the push. Sicilian opens onto one, looks for the player on short. Can't quite connect as of yet. Molotov going to be going down in an attempt to deny any plan available, but Lome will do it alone. It's now on Cadian once again, and this time it's not a 1v1. It's a 1 versus 3. 30 seconds left. Spots out Mertz, who actually runs into the open. That should be a bomb plant, but Mertz is just going to come running in, gallivanting towards the site. Cadian, oh, he's eventually just going to have to go for the plant instead. Mertz behind him. (13-8). Money reset for the T side, but they are going to invest into this one as they've done a decent amount of damage to the CT side. Did have 3 players surviving, but if you look at the money, not a whole lot to play with. If they manage to win themselves this round, somehow, off the back of pistols, they could still get an investment into the next. 5-round advantage for North Academy on a map that historically hasn't been particularly good for them, so they're going to be feeling very confident going on to the next map. It will be new. Not a map you can normally pug too well. Although, if undefined get themselves a CT start, who knows what could happen. Mert's going to be stationed over towards the A site. 4 players gathering up, 3 over towards ramp, so likely to fall into that deadly crosshair, as they do look to set themselves up with these smokes. Looking to try and isolate him. They don't want to give him a pixel to look through over on that CT side position. In fact, they're actually going to go for a smoke wall. I like it. Not allowing any vision to the players on site. Can probably get them a bomb plant without too much problem. And in fact, gives them all control over towards the connector. That's a wonderful little setup. Unfortunately, they don't see Mertz boosting up above. Takes down one and the second. The smoke setup may be wonderful, but now they've only got 3 players to try and defend it with. A nice flank coming in the meantime from Cadian. But he's got to move fast. Soon his teammates, well, they need a little bit more than just one man as their heroes already. He's now going to be the last one left alive. He is going to come in from behind. Spots 1, 2, looks for a little bit more, but it's already being defused. Needs to try and deny it, and Gade will be there to finish. 14-8. Money's still going to be a problem for Undefined going into what could be map point. up close. Aggression going to be coming out, and actually they'll catch off one. That could be a rifle into the hands. This east side, if they can manage to retrieve it. Blaze shut down very early on. Tome going to be going aggressive. Actually finds the kill. Very close to losing his life. Of course, this is a forced buyout. They don't want this going to 15. They don't want it hitting map point. It's looking for a little bit more over towards mid. 50 seconds left on the clock. He's going to be stuck in the corner. Actually going to fade away through the smoke. He's going to escape. The problem is they don't realize that the push in the meantime is coming in over towards this B site. Doctish has the bomb coming in his direction. A lot of work to do. Hasn't been spotted as of yet, and actually only gets one, so that should be a bomb plan at least. But it's still a 3 versus 2 as another has been found in middle in the meantime. Nice shot from Gade. Catches the cross. Now it's all on Barak. 1 versus 3. A lot of work still to do. Hits the headshot on Gade. Couple of low players trying to clear positions with the Molotov. They know where he is. Already doing a bit of damage. Mert's trying to hold. He's just looking for the angle, but Gade will be there to